going on, Taurus? Welcome back to my channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazi, your favorite Cali reader. This is going to be just a quick check-in to see what this 1111 portal energy is highlighting for you guys, magnetizing for you at this time. What is it this portal energy bringing to the forefront for you guys? What does it want you to be made aware of? So let's see, Spirit. Private messages for Taurus, case there has grace good only and nothing less. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is this 1111 portal energy highlighting for Taurus collective, please? And also, just for those of you who haven't seen it yet, I did make a pick-a-pile reading for the portal energy as well, so you may want to check that out too. So card that came out for you guys is TikTok. Okay, card number 30 with message in a bottle. So it feels like some of you Taurus is maybe feeling like you're running out of time, and I kind of got that similar message for Virgo. So if you have Virgo placements, you may want to check out that reading as well. But this also just kind of more so, it speaks of divine timing being at play here right now, Taurus. Okay, it feels like some of you may be feeling like you're by yourself. I was also getting that energy for who was it? Maybe that was for Virgo too, but I know Capricorn came up in there as well. So definitely energy for the earth signs here. So oh, it was for Scorpio because that was the first sign I did. So that message came up for Scorpio as well. So anyway, it just kind of feels like some of you Tauruses may be feeling like you're by yourself at this time, or that you may be just feeling like people aren't on your frequency, or maybe the changes that you're making at this time, or that you've been kind of like pushed into making, whether it's by choice or kind of like you just know it's time. It just kind of maybe feeling like some of you are feeling like other people around you aren't maybe on that same frequency, or they're not on the same level. But it feels like you guys are essentially preparing to step into a new timeline. For some of you, it's a brand new life where things may be falling apart during this time, during this 1111 season. Like maybe beforehand, things have maybe just been really falling apart for you guys. And I feel like it's just really more so it's falling apart to essentially fall together. So if you guys are feeling like you're by yourself right now, if you're feeling abandoned right now, if you're feeling like things are just, or people, maybe both, are just constantly, things are just continuing to leave your life, just allow yourself to know that it's not because you're doing anything wrong. Okay, it feels like for some of you there's something to learn in that some of you maybe have not yet fully integrated. Okay, so it may be feeling like you're running out of time, but just understand that whatever time that it feels like something is taking, like maybe taking too long to do something, it's ultimately giving you an opportunity to integrate what this period of rest, or this period of feeling like you're stuck, or feeling alone, feeling abandoned, feeling like you're by yourself, whatever that is. It's giving you an opportunity to really integrate the lessons that it's trying to teach you. What is this period trying to teach you? How is it trying to support you? How is it trying to help you? How can you allow yourself to see how it may be trying to help you, right? It's easy for us to, as humans, right? It's really easy for us to get into this energy of, woe is me. Why does this always happen? Why does, why, right? Asking all the questions about why. But for some of you, this is more so an opportunity to ask, what is this trying to teach me? Instead of being, asking the more victimizing questions about, why did this happen? And, that type of thing. Instead, allow yourself to, expand beyond that, that normal maybe line of questioning, and ask, how is this maybe trying to really help me? How is this really trying to propel me forward? How is this maybe trying to get me out of a situation or out of an energy that I've been in far too long, right? Some of you know exactly what this is. But just, like I said, allow yourself to understand that this period of where it feels like a period of stagnation or a period of wait, there's a higher, like a higher power at play. That message also came up for Virgo as well, because the card actually came out, but that intuitively is coming up for you guys as well. Is that, this TikTok speaks of where some of you, like I said, are feeling like maybe you're running out of time, or like you're racing against the clock. For some of you, you have to know that divine timing is always at play. Okay, so if you feel like something is maybe, like I said, taking a bit longer, it's just really giving you an opportunity to further prepare to step into this new life that some of you have been asking for. Okay, it's giving you an opportunity, something that's been going, maybe happening over and over and over again. It's giving you an opportunity to finally integrate the lesson, finally apply maybe the knowledge, the wisdom that you've learned, or I'm sorry, apply the knowledge that you've gained, so it turns into wisdom. That's how you gain wisdom, is putting your knowledge into experience, right? That's how wisdom is gained, because you're allowing yourself to really see how that knowledge and, you know, those experiences ultimately worked for you, how they were trying to grow you or help you evolve, how they, you know, ultimately helping you to heal or benefiting you in some type of way, whatever that is for you. So let's see, Spirit, what else for Taurus for this 11/11 portal energy? What is being highlighted for Taurus, please? Clear, accurate messages for Taurus collective for their highest and greatest good only, nothing less. Forgiveness. Okay. For some of you, this is some of you, this has to do with, obviously, this could be forgiving someone, right? Someone that maybe you feel like abandoned you. For some of you, this is maybe seeking forgiveness in yourself, right? Focusing more on the positive, especially if it feels like, you know, things are, like I said, leaving your life, or maybe you guys are, maybe people have left your life and you never got to apologize, or you never got to say I'm sorry, or like you never got to make things right, so to speak. And for some of you, that could be part of the lesson in yourself, is to, you know, realize that this life is short, right? The time that we all have here, we're all unaware of how long our time really is, regardless of our age. A lot of people tend to think that, oh, well, they were so young, why did they die, or whatever. We don't know how long our time is here, right? We all have different reasons and purposes for our incarnation on this planet. So while for some, you're feeling like you're kind of like racing against the clock, you know, for others, this is about slowing down and allowing yourself to realize that this new life that some of you are stepping into, there's other things that are still trying to, you know, close out. There's other things that are still, you know, happening behind the scenes, other things that are still need to be integrated in order for you to move into this new life. Okay. And allow yourself to, you know, really, especially if there's a sense of forgiveness for some of you that may be coming up at this time, where you're finding yourself maybe having old emotions or old experiences or thoughts that are coming up at this time. You're kind of like, why, like, that was years ago. Why is this coming? Why am I thinking about this again? Or why am I crying over this person again, or whatever? There's just an energy here of, you know, allowing, it's kind of like it's giving you a residual where it's just, you know, a little bit left that's coming up to be released, right? That's the best way to get through something, or get over something, as we like to call it, is to go through it. So whether this is, you know, forgiving yourself and your role, and, you know, and how the role you played in any situation, but as well as others, right? Allowing yourself to see how a situation, even if it was difficult, even if you felt like that you were abandoned or you were left by yourself, allow yourself to really see how that was really helping me, how that was really preparing me for this new life that some of you have been asking for. Okay. It's kind of like, I'd rather have a bunch of experience under my belt before I get something new. I'd rather it take a little bit longer. This is just me personally, right? I'd rather something take just a little bit longer, for me to be more prepared to step into something new. Like, I'd rather have a bit more training on a new job before I'm just thrown in, knowing that it'll be complicated, right? So for some of you, this is just, you know, perspectives that you're being asked to consider at this time. You don't have to, obviously, free will is totally up to you, but it just feels like it will help navigate, you know, that energy a little bit better, right? By realizing that you don't have to control when things happen. All you have to do is be prepared. All you have to do is step into the new energy, step into this new life that some of you have been asking for. Okay. So it feels like, you know, this is for some of you something that has been kind of like trying to come up over and over and over again, but some of you have yet to integrate the lesson from, you know, why maybe the bus passed you by the first, you know, 2 or 3 times, right? It's like you always turn your head right when they're closing the door and about to take off, right? This is metaphorically speaking, but for some of you, this is kind of like what that's about, where it's like you're feeling like you're left behind or being, you know, left behind, but Spirit is saying, you know, this is also still an opportunity to focus on the more positive aspect of this. How is this really helping me? What is this giving me? Maybe this thing that's taking so long, what is it giving me maybe more time to do? What is it giving me? How is it maybe giving me more time to prepare for the next thing, the new life, right? Or how is this giving me more time to get rid of any pain and resentment before I call in a new connection? You see what I'm saying? So it's like allowing yourself to ask these questions, where if this period where you feel like you're by yourself, you feel like you're alone, like Spirit has abandoned you, Spirit is saying no. They're just, you know, Spirit is working on things behind the scene. They just don't need you to worry about it. Okay. They just need you to more so focus on what it is you're trying to call in, this new life that you're trying to essentially step into. Okay. Let's see. What else is this for Taurus, please, Spirit? Two of Wands. Okay. Ten of Wands. Three of Cups. Anything else? Okay. Strength card came in sideways. The overall message. Whoa. Three of Swords. It keeps trying to pop out, but it's like flopping in reverse. So I'm not really sure. For some of you, that could have to do with what this is talking about. A breakup of some sort, maybe. Okay. For some of you, that is what this is about. Maybe some of you are going through a breakup, or that's something that's kind of like on the horizon with this 1111 portal energy, where it's ultimately, you know, where some of you, like I said, maybe someone broke up with you, but you're not realizing how that's essentially really preparing you for this new life that some of you have been asking for. You've already been talking to Spirit about, and this is essentially 1111 on the timer, acting as a catalyst to put you into this new timeline, into this new experience, this new life, whatever that is for you. For some of you, it's really showing you how powerful you really are. It's essentially like re-strengthening you, right? Upgrading your confidence, really helping you step into your power. It feels like, in a way that some of you maybe either haven't in a really long time, or you never have before. And that's obviously, you know, going to be different for all of you. So please take what applies. Let's get an overall message, Spirit, for Taurus, please. Two of Swords. That was on the bottom of Virgo's deck, but that actually came out for you guys. So at the bottom, we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So for some of you, this is about getting the help that you need, equal reciprocity, equal give and take. You know, especially for those of you that has to do with maybe a connection or something that is maybe, like I said, some of you, you're breaking up with someone, or maybe someone broke up with you. However, you know, that fits. It feels like this is high time. It feels like the way this is, however this is playing out for some of you, this is playing out exactly as it needs to. Okay. It's like there's a decision or choice that some of you are being asked to make at this time, and it feels like it is going to be a positive and beneficial one, even if you can't see it like that. Some of you just, you're not allowing yourself to see, you know, like the possibilities of what's on the other side of something that may be painful, something that you may have to apologize for doing. Some of you, this is like, you know, leaving a situation behind, maybe abandoning someone and you feel bad about it. Some of you feel really guilty for making a decision, for finally maybe choosing yourself in a situation and leaving something behind that has been really weighing you down, whether it's, you know, a connection, a person, you know, an experience, whatever that might be. Some of you, it's a relationship, a job, something that is just, you know, really heavy, right? That some of you have been really holding on to. And it's like Spirit is giving you like I was saying earlier, why it feels like something is taking its time into coming in for you. It essentially feels like it's giving you more time to really make this decision, to let something go, to drop whatever this weight is that it feels like some of you are still holding on to, that could be essentially blocking your confidence in what it is you're asking for. This confidence in knowing that, you know, you're about to have reasons to celebrate. Maybe you're, you know, reconnecting with old friends, or reconnecting with a past life soulmate, something like that. Like, but there's something that you're needing to basically release in its place, right? So it can come in. So, you know, that's, like I said, going to be different for all of you, but it just really feels like you guys are stepping into this new energy, and Spirit is trying to give you time to basically make room for it. Okay. Some of you aren't really, it's like something you're not allowing yourself to see. This is maybe a perspective that this reading is offering that some of you aren't allowing yourself to look at. Okay. Because maybe you're feeling like, you know, like you need to hurry up, like I need a rush, like, you know, some of you are in this go, go, go energy. And this is where Spirit is saying, look, time doesn't exist in this. You can't rush your healing. You can't rush the universe. You can't rush divine timing. You can't rush divine orchestration. For some of you, it's like you're trying to, why you feel like you're stressed out is because some of you have essentially taken on a task that doesn't belong to you. Okay. Some of you, all Spirit is asking you to do is to make the decision, to choose what direction you're going to go, to choose what you want. Do you want to hold on to the thing that's weighing you down, or do you want to go ahead and drop that and make room for a new life that you know you've been asking for, right? Something that that's been kind of like, you know, being happening over and over again, something that you know you're needing to close out. Okay. Some of you, this is about maybe being in a third party situation, right? Deal with someone, you know, in a connection or a situationship where someone can't commit, they're not loyal, right? And for some of you, that's essentially blocking your confidence. It's you know, essentially maybe playing a major role in how you feel about yourself and what you believe is possible for yourself. Okay. For some of you, that is what this need of forgiveness is not only to forgive yourself for what you've allowed, right? But also forgive the person for the role they've played, because all that does is free you from that situation. It frees you from the anger, the guilt, the resentment, the shame, and all those other emotions that we tend to carry with us, right? That we don't need to hold on to. For some of you, that's part of what this is that you're being asked is to let go of things that was never yours to begin with. Some of you Tauruses have been holding on to so much pain and, you know, hurt or things from your past that you have no business carrying. And for some of you, that is the forgiveness that you're needing, that you are being asked to offer, maybe to yourself. I mean, obviously it's going to apply differently. Some of you, it may be more than one of those things, right? But this really feels like a strong emphasis on forgiving yourself for maybe what you've carried far too long, taking on what didn't belong to you, holding on to burdens or claiming burdens that were projected onto you that were never yours, right? Allowing yourself to see, you know, that, like, how that played out, or why you felt like that was, you know, the right thing to do at that time, right? And forgive yourself for that. Allow yourself to know that you only know what you know when you know it. Okay, you only know what you know when you know it. So, you know, it's the best you can do. But there's definitely an energy here of, you know, like I said, taking the blindfold off, seeing something for what it is as well as something for what it's not. Okay, we can't continue to try to hide from the truth anymore. Okay, because it feels like, you know, whatever it is that some of you are finding yourself needing to sacrifice or give up, it's like spirit is essentially sending something in its place that is going to be equal, that is going to be reciprocal, especially if this has to do with like a connection where you're realizing like they're never going to just choose me. I'm never just going to be good enough on my own for this person, and learning to forgive them for not loving themselves enough to be able to love you properly, because that's really what it's reflecting, right? It's not reflecting your own lack of worthiness, but it's more so reflecting the way they feel about themselves, right? But it's also maybe showing how you essentially feel about yourself deep down to some degree, right? Otherwise you wouldn't connect with that person, y'all wouldn't resonate on that level. But that's, again, it feels like something that you've learned but maybe just has not been completely integrated, and that's why it's coming up again, is to just show you how close you are to this new life, to this new reality, to this new timeline. But there's, you know, a need to let it close out, to let this cycle close out for good, or let this you know, whatever this is that keeps coming up, or whatever you've been ruminating about, whatever that this round and round represents for you, allow yourself to bring that to a close, to close that out. Okay, because what's on the other side of this, look, what you don't see, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, okay, the Ace of Swords, all right, with the Four of Pentacles, stability, okay, happiness, joy, love, truth, clarity, okay, a breakthrough, right? So that's a really beautiful energy, Taurus. But it's just allowing yourself to see, you know, that this new life is right here for me, right? I can't rush, you know, the universe, and I don't need to. I just need to, you know, continue to focus on my healing, focus on the positive aspects, focus on what's on the other side of whatever this perceived challenge seems to be, right? Let that be your point of focus, and see the, you know, allow yourself to see the truth in that, see it for what it is. Okay, that's where your growth happens, in the things that we don't want to look at, right? Things that we find uncomfortable, that's where the most growth actually takes place. That's where the magic lies, in the things that we refuse to want to see. Okay, so Taurus, that's what I have for you. I really hope this reading was helpful and brought you value. If it did, you know what to do. And like I said, I also did, I feel like I didn't really talk too much about it before I got into your reading, but I did record a collective 1111 portal pickup pile reading. It's about almost 3 hours long, so feel free to jump over there and check that video out as well. To, you know, help practice your own intuition, help you further establish that connection with your own intuition by way of practicing using it. Okay, so I love y'all so much. Until next time, howdy.